I started looking for a job. There was no job. The guy who got on MBSC could not speak well English. Guess what? I have to go back to delivery. Think about it. How upsetting that will be. I have to go back to delivery, and somebody told me, you know what? If you work in the army, there's a lot of opportunity. So I joined the army. I joined the reserve guard in Indiana. I was still searching. I was dissatisfied. When you are dissatisfied, nothing stops you. I joined the army. I was thinking that, well, I'm going to become a general. I'm going to become a big guy, and I'll go back to my country, and everybody will look at me and say, man, these are made in America. Guess what? I didn't get it. I was in the army, but I didn't find a job. But hey, if you don't give up on your dream, one day it will happen. I want you to repeat one with me. It will happen one day. If you believe in your dream, it will happen one day. Even though I was doing delivery job, I was still applying for jobs because I believe so much in myself. Luckily, I was able to find a job with the United Nations in New York. And I went to New York, never been in New York before, right? I had a family here. Remember, I told you I have 2 kids. But in the meantime, I don't know what happened with my wife. We found 2 more kids. Now we have 4. So, I don't know. You're going to ask my wife the day you see her. But now we have 2 kids, and this guy has to move to New York. Never been in New York. I only see New York from the TV. Guess what? I was excited. This is the United Nations. I went there. This is my very first day. The picture you see on your left, and that's me sitting in my office. I thought that, look at that little smile compared to the guy doing delivery. There's a little difference, right? I was happy, and I thought I have arrived. For me, it was the final destination. I have big dreams. I wanted to become a diplomat, going to work for my country, to serve other countries. What I was doing here was fulfilling. I love the job because I was busy. I was working with 26 different countries. So for me, I have arrived. Understand? But, one day, somebody found me. Where? On Facebook. A total stranger. This guy didn't have a master's degree. He doesn't have an MBA. This guy just came in this country 5 years after me. This guy has nothing that he doesn't have a better job than myself. But so I have no reason whatsoever to listen to him. But if you keep an open mind, you cannot miss opportunities. Yes. So this guy told me, man, you are an African. I want to help you. This guy is a videographer. I am a career guy. Disconnect. But I sat down and I listened to him. He said, I want to show you how the wealthy people do in this country. How people are planning for the future. How other people are doing in this country so they become successful. And I asked him, are you successful yourself? He looked at me. He said, it's not about me. Just listen if it makes sense to you. So I opened my mind and I listened. And what I heard changed my entire life. Matter of fact, he was very smart. He didn't explain to me himself. He brought somebody who is very knowledgeable. And that person is sitting right here today. Sometimes God will give you a vision. But if you don't pay attention, you mess it up. You pray every single day you go to church. When God answers your prayer because you're not paying attention, next Sunday you go ask for the same thing. I wasn't looking for something. But when it found me, I kept an open mind. And this gentleman here, the thing that he shared completely changed my life. And that is how, while I was busy in my job, I started asking myself. I realized that there are 4 types of people. There are those who hate what they like and they still don't make a lot of money. That was me when I was doing delivery. I hate it, but I was still broke. And I kind of realized that there's a second type of people, those who love what they do, they still don't make enough money. As a nurse, they love it, but are very happy with the money. As a teacher, the teacher loves their job, but are very making enough money. And there's a third group of people. They love what they do, they make enough, but they don't have time to enjoy it. As a medical doctor, as an engineer, as an IT professional with 2 jobs, 4, 6 computers, no life. And that was me with the UN. I was making enough to sustain my family, enough money that I never make in this country. I love what I was doing, but I never had time. I was missing birthdays. I was missing every event, family reunion. I was missing everything because I thought I was doing what is right for my family, but I never had time to be there. And then that immediately changed my mind. I wanted something that gave me opportunity to make enough, to love it, and then to have time to travel. When this opportunity came to me, I realized that he has everything. It took me only a year to write my resignation letter from my career to walk away. Sometimes you overthink. Sometimes the solution is just right there. But because we overthink, we think too much, we miss the opportunity. A year after I walked away from my job, I wrote my resignation letter. You know, my wife didn't want me to quit. You know, women, we want safety. I told my wife I was leaving the UN. She said, "Are you sure? You cannot do that now." But let me say it in a very African. "Are you sure? You cannot do that now." So, and I told her, "Listen, we're going to be fine." She said, "How do you know?" I said, "I believe in myself." It took me a whole year. Sometime I would tell my wife, "You know, today, you are not driving to go to work. I'll be your driver, your personal driver." I was trying to bribe her. Guys, you must bribe your wife if she doesn't see your vision. You must bribe your husband the right way if they don't see your vision. But it takes you to believe so much in yourself. I will tell my wife to work. She will tell me, "Okay, you can do what you want." When she comes back at night, "Hey, please, are you sure? Have you thought of that decision?" She will make me again go back. It took me a whole year. But when I walk away, that was the best decision I have made in this country. Because I was able to walk away, I want you to think about this. Which of these four type of people are you? If you don't change, nothing changes. If you don't make a decision, nothing changes. 5 years from now, the result you're going to be making is the result you're going to have is the consequence of the decision you're going to make today. You know, somebody said someone is sitting under a tree because somebody planted that tree 22 years ago. The question for you is, what tree are you planting for your kids? Where do you want other people to sit 20 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? I made that decision, and thank God because I made that decision. But before I tell you what it did for me, I want to explain to you what made me really quit my job. I sat down. Remember, I told you, what I didn't tell you is I have another MBA back home. I was loaded. I have 2 MBAs, but I was still working paycheck to paycheck. I have no leverage income. If I stop working, my income stops. The day I fall sick, I can't work, my income stops. I was looking for something that allowed me to make income, even if I don't have to put myself in physically. And then I realized that what Uber does, anybody familiar with Uber here? Some of you ride Uber to be here, right? What does Uber do? Uber connects drivers and passengers. And in between, they make some money. Uber doesn't have to own all of the cars. That's number one. I'm like, this type of business, if I had a restaurant, I have to go open it every day. If I'm a doctor, I have to go perform the work every day. But I realized that when Uber makes money, it's just by connecting drivers and passengers. That one resonated in my mind. And then I look at a company like Amazon. Amazon does what? They connect buyers and sellers. Amazon doesn't have to own the inventory. Basically, they don't carry loads. They don't have to have a physical location. Amazon have physical place now because they have to fulfill it. They do the shipping. But in between, by connecting those, they make money. I was like, Number 3, I look at Airbnb because I travel. Every time I travel, I don't go to a hotel anymore. I always rent Airbnb. But guess who makes money? The guest and the host. Airbnb set up a system that allows them to connect hosts and guests, right? And today, guess what? Amazon is a big company. Uber is a big company. Airbnb is a big company. I wanted something where I can make money, where I free myself out of it. Even though Uber has some competition, do you guys know all of these companies are competition to Uber? Get it. Tango, Ola, Yango, Lyft. But Uber is still thriving. I wanted a business that can allow me to thrive where I don't have to be involved, even though there is competition. The same thing, Amazon have a lot of competition. Netflix, eBay, Walmart, Disney, Shopify, name it. Airbnb does the same. Airbnb does the same. And when I found this business, I looked into it. What this business allows you to do is to connect families and financial solutions. Say financial solution. If your finances are not in order, you need to learn about this business. If your finances are in order, you need to help other people get their finances in order. Either way, you need this business. So when I realized that all I have to do is to connect families with financial solutions, and in between, I'm going to make some green, some dollars. I want to make some money. I was like, I'm in. I want to learn this. And that one made me make the decision that I was going to leave my career. And since I've done it, I was able to connect with some great leaders. Some of them that you have seen already today. Look at this. On the top left, it is me. But because I have found this guy, now you may be seeing only us today. Behind every one of these leaders, there's a village. All the village you see here today, they are behind Prosper. Behind me, there's a village. Behind this guy here, there's a village. Now, because of these guys, I know the leader. And all of these people, none of them was making six-figure income in their job. They came in here, they're all making over six-figure income last year. Now, imagine what that means for you to make a six-figure income on a 1099. Those who are entrepreneurs here, they understand the tax implication. If you were to make 100,000 in your job, you probably lose about over 20,000 in taxes. But in this business, because it is your entrepreneur, you can have some tax advantage. There's no wonder this company gives they give a lot of tax break to entrepreneurs. Any entrepreneur in the room? Only one, two. Everybody else employee. You need a business. It doesn't matter. It's a side business. It's a front business. It's a bad business. You need a business. Does it have to be this? It doesn't have to be this. But we'll be happy to have you with us. Because when you own a business, you have leverage. Now, these are leaders that we are helping. Behind these leaders, there's a lot of more people. Now, if I didn't have time, this is something I always wanted to do. I wanted to write a story. You guys think all of this story I told you is worth being put in the book? Do you think it's worth putting in the book? Yeah. I have time, right? There's a lot of things I talk about in this book. But if I didn't have that time, I could have been making so much money in my job, but I couldn't put this down. Now, this is now the book. I didn't write it for the money. I wrote it because what is in there, I know somebody is going through it right now. What is in that book, somebody has gone through it and they stopped and didn't know how to get out. That is the reason I document almost everything in this book, my journey and what led me here, and how I was able to find this company that changed my entire life. Now, of course, some of them here, for those who are interested, the few things I learned about this business is this business will focus on leadership. If you don't have to be a leader. Yeah, some people are naturally born leaders, but they don't exercise it because they didn't have a platform. This business gives you a platform to become a leader, to exercise your leadership if you already have it. There are people you're gonna be leading. Look at Prosper here. Doesn't he look like a leader in front of his people? There's a whole village behind him. Leadership is not a title. You can be leader in your job because they give you a title of supervisor, but they listen to you just because you have the title. Wait until they remove that title supervisor. A true leader is the one they follow because they want to. This business gives you the opportunity to be here, to be that. This business has allowed me to learn so much about finances. The amount of financial education you learn here has nothing to do with school. It has nothing to do with MBA. It has nothing to do with your associate degree, your nursing degree, your master's degree, nothing. Because I have sat down with medical doctors who know about how to treat people, but they don't know how money works. This business has allowed me to learn that. Personal development. Remember, I told you when I came in this country, I wasn't speaking English. I have seen people who have been here for 5, 10 years, they're still unable to communicate. Why? Because they settle. They settle. I encourage you not to settle because you're going to grow. The new version of you is a version you haven't discovered yet, but you have to personally develop yourself. You can physically grow, that is by accident, but personal development, you must be intentional. This business will push you to your limits. And number 4 is you're going to get a lot of freedom. I can choose where I want to be. I can travel to the places I want to be. I can choose to be at my son's birthday, or I can choose to go to his football practice. You can do the thing you want when you control your time. If you control your time, you control your income. Number 5, also this business will give you income. We have shown you some income, not to flex, but it will show you the possibility. If they can do it, so can you. Right? Number 6 is passive income. Passive income is what you earn when you don't have to put yourself in the work. How many of you are making money now, but when they are here, they are not in their job? Guess what? This business allows you to make money when you're on travel. Sometimes we travel, while we're on the vacation, we get paid on Tuesdays and Fridays. When you're on vacation, you check your pay, your bulletin, you see that you have been paid. Guess what? How far can $250 go for you when you don't have to work for it? How about $1,000? How about $2,000 when you don't have to work for it? Any money that is free is welcome, right? So now, are you earning passive income in your job? You have to show up. Your income is linked to your time. That means you cannot make more than that. You want something that is a business that gives you leverage, that gives you opportunity to earn money where you don't have to work for it. And lastly, this business can allow you to create impact. You have seen all of the vision. SMD Prosper came in here to share his vision, which is to go back and help the community in Africa. Coach Abel came in here, he said the same thing. We're going to identify underserved communities in the world, in Africa mainly, and we help them. How many of you are consistently sending $200 every month back in Africa to a total stranger to change your life? How many of you would love to do that? The reason you're not doing it is because yourself, you are not in a place you want to be. How can you save somebody if you haven't put your oxygen mask? But your oxygen mask will not drop. You have to go get it. And that's what we are giving you today, an opportunity to go get your oxygen mask so you can create a lot more impact in your community. I want you to say impact. 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 Do you all agree we can all go and change the face of Africa? Do you agree that we can all go and change the face of Africa? If you don't believe in it, you cannot do it. We are looking for people who are committed. And lastly, what I want to say is not how you start that matter, it is how you finish. What you have done so far, if you have messed up, it is okay. We all made mistakes. Before this business found me, I made so much mistake with money. I made money, but I made so much mistake. But once I learned how to take care of my money and the people around me, my family, I made a decision and everything changed in my life. So again, where you are today doesn't really matter. It's where you want to be 5 years from now. Yeah. That is the question you should be asking yourself. Thank you so much, guys, and I'm happy to have you.
Alrighty. Are we tired or what? It seems like people are sleeping. Okay. You guys good? Yes. You guys good? Yes. We are just landing. We're almost there, alright? We're almost there. But I feel like we need to maybe to get some snack, to get the break, so that way we can get to talk a little bit, to get to know each other. Is it something we can do? I want you guys' approval, right? Can we do that? Can we do that? Yes. Are we tired? No. You're not tired, right? No. Okay. So we're about to get some snack just for 10 minutes, not even 10, just for 10 minutes before we have our last speaker. Our last speaker, you don't want to miss him speaking. You don't want to leave when he hasn't done what he needs to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, our team is going to provide what we can eat, a snack, because we have food after our last speaker finish. We have something we prepared for you. We don't want you to leave just like that. We want you to make sure that we prepare something for everybody. So our team is going to come. They're going to provide you the snack. So that way, in 10 minutes, we are going to get you started again. Feel free. Maybe you can use the restroom if you want to. If you want to maybe roll along, we have our altar is right here. It has a book. All the details, I'm going to provide it. If you want to ask questions or anything in 10 minutes, we're going to get back here. So that way we can have our closing speaker to finish everything. Is that okay? Is everything okay? Yes. All right. Thank you so much, guys. So we're about to start here.
Synergy stuff, hands in the sky, we shine so hard. We always want no matter how far. One team, one dream, synergy stuff. Feel the fire, money on the roof, hope to see you get high. From the ground to the top, we never retire. Next level living, synergy stuff. Came from the bottom, now we go. Vision so clear, it's vocal. All star mindset, no one in the snow breaks. We don't just talk, we execute big. Legacy motion, we building well. Leadership benefits, we better ourselves. Circle too strong, fire going on. Every move touching, divine alive. Feel the beat in your soul right now. This the unity sound right now. If you raise the most, say it now. We go.
You have to be one. You have to be one. Huh? I see you too. Okay. How you doing? Don't say you don't see YouTube too, don't see. You don't see the world.
When I go from event to event, sharing the story, people to agent, we heard about your story and we were able to meet support of families, and because of that story, we took action. That in itself gives me kind of zeal and energy to continue to spread the story more and more. 9 years ago, I decided to relocate to the United States of America, and that was when I got the first contact with the WFG opportunity. It explained why it is important for me to put in place an index universal life insurance policy under America. That meeting led to me putting in place a policy for myself. She added the critical and chronic disease rider, when added to the policy. God forbid if I have any disease like cancer, stroke, Alzheimer, I'm able to access up to 90% of the death benefit in my policy as really benefit to take care of myself. 2 years down the road, I discovered that research has shown 1 out of every 4 black men will have prostate cancer in their lifetime as long as they live above the age of 45. So that was a bit disturbing to me. And the doctor said, AJ, we need to find out the probability of cancer occurring in your prostate gland. Blood samples were taken and we have all the drug or samples were taken for the prostate gland. To have cancer. That cancer was said to be at stage 4. And the doctor said to me, AJ, I'm not sure. Just it was 15 days. So much issues. Not going to be ready. Taking care of my children. So I just
It's not just me.
because I gotta be dedicated to this business first. And be consistent before the money can come in. That's the dream of this business. If you want to do the business and you think the money you got, money gonna stop flowing, then this is not for you. Okay? I'm being very honest. The money is there because I gave money already in this business, so I know the money is there. But it's up to you. The work, the consistency, and the money gonna come in. Okay? Please do your best. This is something that I felt so good when I came across this opportunity. Okay? The first time I got my paycheck, I'm telling you, I was broke. I had no money. And then my coach called me. He said, Pressure. I said, yeah. He said, straight there, you got paid for me. I said, God, you are so good. What? I really, I said, like, all my coach were calling me and it was all congratulations. I was like, man, what can I do with the money? I started teaching what to do with that money. But I started doing the little things that I needed to just want to, and I started doing what I needed to do, guys. This business here, you get money for you, you expect it. Put in the work. Talk to people. Get your findings. Do what you have to do. Later on, you will get your reward. And I'm so grateful for all my coaches who are here. I'm grateful for my coach, Prosper. Thank you so much, my co-principal to the business. And I can just tell you, I'm not being here, but I'm not being signed up. Okay? Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, you guys heard right. She's so talented. She knows lots. She's a businesswoman. She's a businesswoman with so many customers. She's really good at cooking. She's really good at putting up the rest. She's good at everything. Now, she's about to, and she decided to take over and start out this company. So she gets yeah. So, thank you to my sister for taking this business seriously. That's what I told you always. That was just the beginning. The big things is about to come. And I'm super proud of you. Thank you for not being stingy. Thank you for not giving these opportunities for you. Thank you for sharing these opportunities the community and to everybody that you know. And I wish you all the best as well. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go tired, but like Christian said, we keep it last. So we're about to receive it to love. Like I always say, if it was not because of me, we knew I was going to be here. And I'm telling everybody in the kitchen is going to eat. If you're doing what you're doing, I want you to come here because we want to get into the business. I want you to come here. Please keep me here. I want everybody to be here. Because I want everybody to be here. We want everybody to be here, please. everybody's good. Thank you so much. Already, guys, I don't even know from where to begin. I want you guys to know, if you are still working, if you're going to any job, and your manager doesn't behave as a leader, that's the goodness for you. Give it to you. Because people don't leave bad job. Some people leave bad manager. Believe me, it doesn't matter what money you make. But if you know how to be a leader, you're not going to work that job at all. You're going to stop. They keep going their legs. Things like that. Our first speaker, I would love him to stay on. But I'm not going to say enough because what I'm going to say is not much to me. And now I'm going to describe what our first responsible leader is. Coach God is one of the leader. I believe that our leader many people need now. Because if it was not because of our closest speaker, none of us were going to be here right now. Just believing somebody can share the opportunity that can transform your life. That means it was a God's thinker. Because it will tell you how much life is. And I think I want you to be like them. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready to learn from the closest speaker? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Oh, man, just say this, come on. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest speaker, the person you are about to hear, he is not just a leader, he is a transformational leader and wealth strategist who has helped family and businesses across North America to discover the powerful concept of wealth building, that efficiency, strategy, and innovative pathway to financial freedom. With over 30 years in the financial services industry, he has dedicated his life to empowering people to think bigger, build strong, and lead people. Many of the leaders you have heard from today, including myself, S.M.P. Hosper, S.M.P. Abel, and S.M.P. Zakiu, mentor and develop through his leadership. Can you please? Is the way. If I'm here, it's because we met he created. That's why we are all here. Through his leadership and vision, he is the founder and CEO of Spirituality Financial Leadership Development LLC, an organization committed to transforming community by combining financial education, leadership development, and people's driving entrepreneurship. He's also a development husband to his amazing wife. I know I was actually hoping to be here, but she's amazing, and we thank her for everything she's doing to close our coach. With an excellent VP and proud father of 3 children, and his mission is simple: to empower people to build wealth, become a leader, and change generation. He traveled all the way to Indiana here today to share his message with you. Let's not take it for granted. Can we get another one? I'll be honest with you, some people will ask you, Can I have many guys like it? Can I have where I'm going to sleep? When I sent him the detention, I will get an email on it once I sent it to be honest with you. I was like, he talked all the way to the United States to you. So ladies and gentlemen, I want everyone in the room to stand up and please, 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 help receive. And a basic leader, someone getting people life.
It's not just a name.
That's the youth. He's not like us. He's not like us.
That's the code. If you was alone, it's not the goal.
I know you guys are some person. I love you guys. I love to dance, okay? But I know you guys are spirited. So thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Can I have a laptop, please? Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I love environments like this. I love environment like this. I used to work in my job as an engineer for 9 years. Nobody recognized me like this. Nobody. 9 years, 2 engineering degrees, nobody recognized me like this. So thank you so much. Amazing advocating and your amazing team. I'm proud of you all. Super proud of everyone who called in. I know there's Prosper, there's Sarah, there's Zoya, and all those Justine and so many champions. You guys are all blessed. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to get started. Please enjoy your meal. Well, enjoy your meal. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Oh, that's not that. Don't put the one in the back here. That's good. I think that's good. Thank you. I want to move to sleep because I know you've been there for some people. So don't sleep. I'm looking at you. Don't sleep, please. It's the best information we're about to have at this end.
When I was in school, they told us, if you're about to sleep, please have your face. And for 2 minutes or less, sleep will go away. Is that it?
Yes.
It's less than that. Next 30 minutes, less than that. And I'm going to make this as quick as I can. Yes or yes? Yes. That's a deal. Yes. All right, so let's go back to the first question. All right, I want to talk to you guys about knowledge. This is not playing around. Everybody knows knowledge is important. I want to talk to you about knowledge. Knowledge is what you can acquire. Knowledge is what you're going to learn. Knowledge is what you get from your job. There are 4 kinds of knowledge. I want to talk about one. There's traditional knowledge. It's what you get from school. Is anybody that got a degree yet? I know most of us. I won't come here that way. It's hard to people coming. Most of us get a degree from school. That's called traditional knowledge. The second knowledge is from the Bible. That's what I wrote. You get the bigger knowledge from the Bible. That's the second knowledge you're going to get. The third knowledge you're going to get is where most youths are these days called social media. Everybody loves social media. That is where the youth are gaining all their knowledge these days. It's a modern technology world. So, social media is called social knowledge. That's where we are all stuff about today. Number 4 is what I'm about to share with you. Everybody is financial knowledge. Financial knowledge is what I'm about to share with you guys in the very few minutes. This is how I hold mine. And my request is that if you hear this knowledge, please apply it. You know, if you don't apply it, you will be sitting here and then in years it not happen 1 year from today, 2 years from today, 3 years from today. By the way, I haven't gone and started this business 8 years ago in 2017. They started my event like this. But you'll be surprised to know that some of them, their life is still the same. How I met them in 2017. Is that one of you? Is that it? Yes. Thank you so much. You have to apply the knowledge to make it powerful now. This is my beautiful wife, Vicky. Like Pastor said, she couldn't make it, she's there with the kids. By the way, I travel everywhere we have, except they have to stay back for a reason. But she's online. As I speak, she's watching. So thank you, my beautiful wife, Vicky. I know you're alive. Yeah, she gave me permission to be here. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to go quick and share you guys who are my. This is Chara from Cameroon. I can tell nobody's from Cameroon here. Is anybody? Oh, we have some people. Amazing. Wow. Guys, thank you for being here. You know, when I come to Ghana and I see no one, I say, oh, how are you for Ghana? But I'm glad that's a couple of people. Thank you for being here. I'm from Cameroon. Right? And like all of us here, is anybody from Africa? Is there somebody from Africa in this place? Now I can see my doctor about some of Africa. I got it there in 2013. 2013. I just 30 years ago. Sure, that would be good. If you can pay, that would be good. All right, can you guys hear me? All right, let's make it sharp. All right, thank you. So, for Cameroon, 2013, God gave me the opportunity to come here. And I landed in the American Finland. American Finland. Somebody told me that two kinds of America. One is American Dream America, and the other one is what? So it was American Nightmare. It was American Nightmare. Those are the two kinds of America we do. I came here and I said, General, you have to go back to school because you have been great for Cameroon engineering is not enough. So I went back to Cameroon and I said, hey, I need my transcript so I can speak from them. They said, no, we don't need your transcript, we need to start back and learn. So I did. And I learned for 3 years. It's 4 years to get a degree, and I passed forward and got a degree. And I graduated like most of us, graduated in 2017. Before 2017, I started working already. I was working as an engineer while I graduated. And guess what? When I graduated, they told me you're paid. Your salary, your annual income is 1 million. 1 million. Wow. I was like, this is a really American thing. Oh my goodness. And I said, I'm not going to do anything else in this life. Can anybody guess what my next pay was? Nobody can guess. As an engineer with 2 engineering degrees, it wasn't $1 million. That was a joke. That was a big time joke. My income, annual income was $50,000. With 2 engineering degrees. 6 days a week. And I said, this is not American. This is called American Night. Oh my goodness, I was living that. I lived that life for a while. I realized my income wasn't going up. It wasn't average yet. So after I graduated, I got my job to make my GPA. And I said, I'm going to get the best job in the house. I left from there to another job, from another job to another job. And I ended up at a place called $80,000. And they said, that's the final. You cannot go up anymore. If you want to go up anymore, go and get a master's degree or a doctorate degree. I said, I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, that was difficult. That is me. What is so hard? Yeah. You know, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Because they gave me the strength. I'm going to fast forward. While I was struggling, I started doing what is called Uber. Anybody know Uber? Yeah. Oh my goodness. How can you be an engineer and do Uber? I did. Because my income wasn't enough. $5,000 wasn't enough. In 2018. Paying my mortgage, paying my car loan, paying my student loans, and then sending money to Africa. Paying my bills. It wasn't enough. So I was doing bad. And I started doing what is called Amazon delivery. Anybody know that? I will leave my full-time job. I changed my car. I put my ticket on. And then there's a box somewhere. I can pick it up. Go deliver. I did all that. What was I going to do? I don't know. Why was doing that in life? I was stressful. I said, pray, God help me. God help me. This is like an America I want to continue. This is not the kind of America I want to continue. I don't want to say about America. And then God answered my prayer. When I was praying, I was tired. Income was not adding up. Income was not adding up. Oh my goodness. Income was not adding up. I was stressful. You guys see my story? After pretty long, I was nice. After pretty long, I was 2,000 years. He said that America will live in. That's the thing, portion of the money. Is that true? Champions, and those who are listening to me right now, there are 2 kinds of America. You can switch if you want today. God help me. As I was praying, I didn't like this. A pastor came to my house and said, Gerard, I'm an engineer, and I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to talk to you. If you want your life to change, you have to make a decision. I said, what does that mean? She said, if you're able to go to your job again, which you are in place to pay, I looked her into the eyes and I said, no, what's your name, sister? Priscilla. Priscilla, your name is Priscilla. Priscilla, thank you so much. You're able to go to your job, which you are in place to pay. Thank you. That was the question that asked me. And I said, I looked her into the eyes and I said, no, which one is that? She said, I'm just asking. I know most of them don't think the other side. But I'm just asking. That was the pastor asking me a question. I said, no. She said, okay. If they won't pay, how much longer can you go? If you have to pay, you can do it tomorrow. 2 weeks, 1 month, you are. It's myself, it's like I said. I said 1 month, I didn't have enough. I said 1 month, to be honest. She said, after that, I didn't continue. It was a very difficult lesson. For 5,000 to 4,000 after taxes, I won't have time to spend it with her. And I decided to make a decision that most people are afraid to make. And I decided to start a business that I didn't understand it, but I have faith because I know it can change my life. And then 6 months after, I told my employer, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this favorite job and walking away. That job gave me permission to do with my daughter whatever I want. And this business that I share with you in the past few seconds gave me permission to take my daughter to vacations to Hawaii. For Valentine's Day in 2022, Valentine's Day, and I spent Valentine's Day with my daughter for 1 week in Hawaii. If I was in my job, I wouldn't have that time. The hotel bill per night for hotel bill was $1,000 per night. Then I spent 1 week over there. My beautiful daughter, my mom, and my wife, and my little 2 sons. Right, guys, this business did that for me, and I'm about to do that same thing. What we do, so you can take advantage of it. Again, don't forget there are 2 kinds of America. The biggest problem, the biggest issue in America is not lack of jobs. It's not lack of jobs. It's what? There's a cheat sheet behind me. Anybody can see that cheat sheet? Because I can read it. It's called financial education. According to a survey, I don't care what your degree is. I know most people have a degree. I have 2. Right? My sister is a doctor, so she has a lot of them. But there is something that is missing. It's called financial education. I didn't have it. I was with all this career, 9 years as an engineer, no financial education. And according to this survey, in 2021, it's the same thing. Yes. Most of us sitting here, and I know a little bit, but not too much. That's not the same thing. All right, so let's talk about it. I'm licensed by the state. I'm in 22 different states right now, 22 states. My goal is to be in all the 50 states by the end of 2027. And we have a team. We have people that are doing the same thing and they're licensed in a couple of states. No one is left behind, including you. You know why? You need to learn financial education too. Right? Our team, we have over 300 people licensed right now. 300 licensed and over 700 struggling to get their license. Our vision is to have over 250,000 licensed champions by 2030. I would believe that anybody sitting here can become one of those if you wish to learn financial education. Is that a deal? Thank you so much. I want to go really quick to tell you guys this business is duplication. I'm not the only one standing here. A tree cannot make the forest. Is that a true statement? If I was the only one standing there, I would have been the only one speaking today. But I let our champions, our leaders who are part of our team to speak. So I'm just alone, but I can't do it by myself. So all these are great champions. You guys have heard from them today. You heard from all these people speaking. I came in here in 2020 and I did an event like this. And one person said, I like this. That person right there is called Zach. Zach said, I like this. And because of him, because of one person, we now have over 200 people licensed in Indiana. One person in 2020, I remember the end of 2020 when I came here, and I said, who is willing to change their situation? Who is willing to learn financial education? And most people were scared. That's how human beings are. Fear instead of faith. You know, you can have faith or fear, that's true. The Bible says 365 times, do not be afraid. Yet human being is so afraid. Even things are going to change their family for them. They are still afraid. So I thank you, brother, for coming into the business. Your wife and yourself, you guys changed the whole situation in India. Now I can come here, I don't even have to speak. Because they said, oh, is that true statement? We have duplicated our language. Now, it continues. I'm not stopping there. What happened to this? Alright. So we have duplicated our language. You can see all the great achievement happening right here. This continues. And the question is, who is next? In a short period of 5 years, we are just starting. You guys know business actually starts around 5 years. Because in the first 5 years, people don't even think they were a businessman. They still call, my first 2 years, they were calling me engineer, even though I was in business. I said, I'm no longer engineer, I'm not a financial professional. They said, oh, engineer. We're not going to stop. But I had to change that identity after 5 years. So 5 years after, things are about to get started. So this is us, one of the fastest. So there's a switch of screen now. This is the fastest person so far to assembly. And I want to give it up to Champion Boss. This guy, fastest to assembly, fastest. What do we call assembly? Leaders in our business. It took me 2 years to be assembly. I'm not ashamed to say it. And there was no Zoom. There was no in-person training like this. It took me 2 years. I worked so hard to become assembly leader. But it took them about 1.5 years, 1 year, now 6 months. So super proud of you, first part of it. A leader is somebody who has a vision. You guys have a vision. They have a vision and they can help other people to do the same. That's a leader. Until you be a leader in our business, you can't run an event like this. Because maybe you have a vision, you have to have a vision. He has the right now to do it because he's a leader. Is that true? Yeah. So I'm super proud of him, but I have something for you. Right? As a champion in the business, as a champion in the business, I believe that most of you are near to. All right. As a champion in the business, I'm super proud of him, and I decided to give him this special pin, right? So, you know, our business is leaders to leaders. Is that true? So, clearly, right? I'm so proud of you, sir. I'm super proud of this guy. Man, he's doing things that nobody has done in the business before. I'm super proud of him. Congratulations. When I came in this morning, I saw you were about and I was like, oh my God, I'm in the right place. Thank you so much for making this happen. Wow. And also, before you go, there's another thing. Wow.
Another one.
Let me see if I have it. All right, I have a special one for you in my car. I'm going to bring it in the next 2 seconds. He was the #1 star in helping other people join business last month. The #1 in the whole hierarchy. So congratulations. I have a special award for him in my car. I didn't really get it. So congratulations for all you do. All right, awesome. Let's go next. So So besides the fastest to assembly, we have other people who are champions in our team, and you can join the team as well. These are all our leaders, and we'll keep on going. More is coming. More will be added this month, no doubt. But I want to say I appreciate all of them. A tree cannot make a forest. Is that true? All right, I'm going to continue. We are fighting financial ignorance. We are licensed to provide things that other people are not able to do. So as licensed financial professionals, our goal is to fight the ignorance of our community. Our community is financially left behind. We showed it before. We were at 35,000 averagely. I was making 50,000 with 2 engineering degrees with student loans. We are left behind in many ways. One of my mission or my passion is to make sure everyone that comes my way hear about this information. I was at the hospital yesterday to greet one of our sisters that her husband is seriously sick, and there were 2 nurses passing the room. I said, "Hey nurse, what's your number?" I'm not going to come in this hospital and leave you pass on my way like that. Especially if you look like me. And I said, "Hey, please, what's your number?" She was like, "Okay, with this person." And by the end of the day, she gave me the number. So my mission is anybody that come my way, we have to share them what I call financial education. So we are licensed to provide that. We are fighting the miseducation of the middle class. Who is the middle class? Anybody know? Oh, I want to say she's the middle class. I like that. Middle class, anyone that earns about $30,000 to how much? $250,000. So if you're in a $250,000 and below, you're most likely middle class. Any middle class here? A lot of them. Thank you. Guess what? It's not a shame though. I was there for a very long time. Most of us are the ones that pay all the taxes. Is that true? Yes. We are the ones that work so hard, and yet we pay all the taxes. How can we get ahead? How can we get ahead? It's difficult. I want to share you guys how we can do that. I want to share what the screen going on. The screen is not sharing. The screen coming? It's not this. All right. Hopefully you guys can see this way while they are taking care of that. So, 95% of America end up poor. How can we fix that? How can we fix that you should avoid being poor by the time you're 60 or 65? I know 2 couples that they left my office 2 years ago before I came here. When they sat in my office, one is 62, the husband is 62, and the wife is about 60. And they said, "You guys are about to retire. About how much money have you guys saved?" Can someone guess? They have $19,000. So you save $19,000 for working in America for 30 years? They said, "Yes." You retire next year or next 2 years. How much is your mortgage? Have you paid your house? They said, "No." How is your car loan? Have you paid that? No. What? Is that the kind of life we want? No. You are about to retire with debt. Who is going to pay those debts? Your kids? All right. How can we fix this? We work with incredible companies that have been in business for over 100 years. We are licensed. We don't work with them, we work with them. We are independent. So I work for myself. I have an office. I have business partners. They have offices. And we just educate. So like my brother Zach said, we are in the middle. We educate our clients with the knowledge we get from the company's products, and we can educate our clients. So we are in the middle. That's how we do. These are amazing, amazing companies. So you guys know this company. Anybody know any company here? What this one now? Fidelity. Most people in my seminars always talk about Fidelity. Fidelity provides 401k. We are licensed to represent all of them in the United States and in Canada. United States and licensed in Canada, appointed to do the same thing over there. Thank you very much for making that. Those who can see that as well. All right. What are the services we offer? If you are looking at my screen right now, you're going to see so many services. Some of you have kids. I can hear children talking around you. Those kids need to go to college by the time they are 18 years. Most people start to teach their children how to take student loans. But if you understand the kind of service we offer, Those kids are going to go to school. They're going to avoid 30-something thousand of student loan like myself. Because you can have a financial plan. Somebody is going to get to retirement someday. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
The only way you're not going to get to retirement is what? If you decide to die today. Otherwise, someday you'll be 60, is that true?
Right.
Someday you'll be 65, is that true?
Yeah.
What is going to happen to your retirement if you don't start now? Like my mom just turned 65. And guess what? The Social Security Office sent us a letter. And guess who opened that letter? Gerald, the financial guy. And in that letter, guess what they said? They said, because you haven't worked for 30 years, you haven't worked for 40 hours, 10 years in this country, which makes 40 hours. 40 credits. You haven't worked for 10 years, every year is 4 credits. Because my mom has not worked for 10 years, they say, so she doesn't qualify for Social Security. Now, here's a question I asked. I was reading that letter. What happened to the 5 years she has worked? What happened to that money that they have been getting to put the Social Security? And they sent a letter to me, and I opened it. They said, well, we are grateful that you don't qualify for Social Security. You guys understand the kind of country we live in? Everyone ends up poor and somebody like me comes in. All right, so we can help you. We can help you with strategies to get to retirement. There are 2 strategies we offer. One, tax-free strategy. There are 2 kinds of retirement. Is anybody listening?
Yes.
There are 2 kinds of retirement. I want to make sure I get your attention. Because a lot of times people miss this point. So my job is offering some kind of retirement called 401k. Congratulations. But that's a default retirement. But you can design your own if you want to. So there are 2 kinds of retirement. Retirement by default and retirement by design. Do you love the default options? The default option is not very good all the time. So 401k is what I call the default option. There's a retirement by design that you can choose how you manage. When you get to 65, and my mom just got to 65, what do you expect your retirement to do? You alone have the knife and the yam to plan right now. You can choose it to be tax-free, or you can choose it to be taxed. So if I were you, I would choose tax-free option. We have legacy planning. We share legacy with our team and say, go help the client plan. Avoid all this corporate record. I'm going to share a little bit of that. Have a will, have an estate plan, so that if today is your last day to work, your family's hard-earned money is not going to go to the poor. I'll talk more about that. In the next few seconds, I want to share why everyone ends up poor unless you fix it. If you don't fix it, you end up poor. If you don't fix it, you're going to end up poor. Well, my skill doesn't project. Hey, champions, and those who are listening to me. For some reason, I call everybody I speak to a champion already. I don't know if you're one. A champion is a winner. If you are a winner, you are a champion. Now, what is your most valuable asset? Your health. While you are healthy and you are present here, that's your most valuable asset. It's not your job. It's not your car. It's not your house. Right? You know, some people are so worried they have to go to job at night. They won't touch you. I know. But that's not your most valuable asset. It's the fact that you are healthy. What's your name, brother?
My name is Gelson.
Gelson?
Gelson. Gelson.
Okay, Gelson. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah.
The most valuable asset is you being alive. It's you being alive.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad you are here. The second most valuable asset is what? Can everybody get? This is your time, that's valuable as well. What else? Family. That's what I'm going to do. Your family, beside you as the main person working hard, next is your family. Is that a true statement? If they call me right now, they say one of my kids are sick, my kid is sick, or there's an emergency, there will be no way I can focus very well. You know that? Because they are part of me. Is that true? My heart and my family are part of me. So, if that is very important, that is a true statement. What will happen to that if tomorrow you cannot go to work because either you're sick or one of your family members is sick? Your immediate family, I'm talking about your children, I'm talking about your wife or your husband or your mom or your dad. Those are immediate. I'm not talking about a cousin. If any of them are down, there is no way you can go to your job and focus. Is that a true statement? Here's my question. What will happen to your income if it was directly related to your job? What will happen to that income? Thank you very much. You will lose that income. Whether it's 3 months after, whether it's 6 months after, whether it's 1 year after, you are going to lose that income. Yeah, brother, this income is going to go. Here's my question to you. If that is a true statement, what are you going to do? How are you going to be able to pay your bills? Those bills don't stop, whether you're in the hospital, is that a yes? Those bills don't stop, they keep on coming. That house that you took, some people took it for 600,000, some 500,000. Who's going to pay that? If you're in the hospital or that apartment. While you're in the hospital, somebody has to pay that. Is that true? Wow. Who pays that car that you took last year? And you are not done paying. The car dealer is going to come collect that car back. Who pays those bills? They never stop. They never stop. I want to give you that mindset. While you are earning income, most of you are earning income, is that true? Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah. Thank you. While you are earning income, please don't forget things in the middle. It's your responsibility to learn finance. It is your responsibility to learn finance. All those taxes that you're paying back, it's your responsibility to learn it. How can you save a little bit? Saving, most people don't save. It's your responsibility. Those debts that you're paying, you can get down those debts. But nobody is coming to help us or to help ourselves. Is that a true statement? Right. That's what we call financial literacy. Okay, for the start here, as I'm wrapping up soon, we agree that you're about to sleep, stand up everything. Is that true? Is the Disney on? All right, thank you so much. There are few things that we do that I'm going to wrap up with. It is called the financial principles of the wealthy. If you are sitting right here and you want to be wealthy, is that true? Anyone love to be wealthy?
Yes.
I want to be wealthy.
I want to.
Thank you for affirming that. Yeah. If you want to be wealthy, it makes sense to follow the rules or the principles of the successful people. Alright? So, this guy, Mr. Warren Buffett, is one of those that came out with the first two principles. And there are many more. Make money, never lose money. Of course, management rules, inflation, avoid double taxation, flexibility, compound interest, social security, critical chronic illness prevention, and finally, the proven cost. Nobody will teach you this until you learn it. That's why I came to Indiana. Because I know at least one person, is going to live here today and is going to understand it. Please learn this principle. I didn't know it. All these accounts you have in America, all these accounts. If you look at my screen, if you're not distracted, you're going to see that you have at least 4 accounts or 3 accounts. If you have a checking account, a saving account, a 401k, and anything else, if you have 3 accounts on my screen, let me see your account. Thank you very much for those who are confirming. I love the audience that participates. Because by now I don't engage them, they're going to start sleeping on me. But if you have at least 2 of these accounts, here's my question. Do you understand how the accounts work? Somebody said no. I didn't. I didn't know how 401k was. But I was working in a job and they gave me a 401k. Paying back so much at the end without understanding. You know what is something out there called inflation. That's my screen. Do you understand what is inflation? Most of us don't. I didn't know it. Some people do, but I didn't. So how can we fight that? What strategy do you have to fight inflation? Things get expensive every year. This phone by next year will get expensive. Everything keep going expensive. We have to fight that. The next question is, do you understand compound interest? What strategy do you have to end compound interest? What strategy do you have? What's it going? We're going to teach you that if you are willing to learn. If you are willing to learn. Look at my sister right there. For those who can see my screen. Those who can see my screen. She won't with a stick in that room. So she can still go see her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's true.
She can still walk and go see her boyfriend. How about the place down there? Can this person go see the wife?
No.
Or the girlfriend? No.
No.
Yes, my point. When I speak to people, they say if I get to that situation, if it's not very bad, I'll still manage. Here's my point. What if it's bad? What will you do? I was in the hospital. I saw one of our business partner, and the husband is lying right there on the life support. And I said to my God, who knows? Who knows where you're going to live from that lady up there to this guy down here? And they are Thomas. They are called Thomas. You want to see the God of the day. But we pray that it doesn't happen. If anything on my list here should happen to you, God forbid, how can you even go to that work again? How can you go to that job again? Can somebody hear me? If anything on my screen, number 2, you cannot go to your work, you cannot wake up, you cannot dress, how are you going to take care of yourself? Which account do you have currently that will give you money? I came to talk to you about the mission of what we do. The money they show you before is a byproduct of what we do. But I want to wrap up with the mission. The mission is important than the money. Because if you lie on that bed and you are sick with any of these, God forbid, which account you have currently that will give you money besides your own money? Beside your money in your bank account, which is not very much, or your 401k. The only true one is life insurance. So as I'm speaking, ask yourself, do I have it? Do I have it? Maybe at your job, right? Maybe at your job. Is that enough? I don't know. Is that enough? Is that enough if you can no longer walk today? Is that we still there? If you can no longer walk today, how long can you go? 2 months. Thank you. Now she knows how to answer the question. The same question I asked her before. Maybe 2 months. But what if the reason that you could not go to work was because of a serious medical condition? My question to you today, if you are listening to me, by the way, I know some people are sleeping, I understand. You guys know, it's when the pastor is preaching the most important message, that's when the devil comes and give people sleep. Everybody familiar? I mean, every morning before I go to church, I say, God, help me. The devil cannot get me today. But the devil, only when the pastor steps on the pulpit, and he starts, the devil gets you. All right, we're not sleeping. That is it. What if the reason was because of sickness? Would it make your situation better or worse? Worse. Most of the time in plural, 99% say worse. 1% don't answer. 1% usually don't answer, but 99% says worse. Yes, my question. Yes, my question to you. What will you do? What will you do in a situation like this? Let that question sink in a little bit, maybe in 2 seconds. What would you do in a situation like this? You cannot go to work and you're sick. Wow. You cannot go to work and you are sick. And you go to the government and you say, hey, government, I'm sick. Because your job has cancelled your benefits. 6 months, most benefits are cancelled in the job. After 6 months, who will continue to provide you all those benefits? Again, I was in the hospital, and this business partner told me, you know what, even though my husband worked for 30 years plus, 35 years in this country, you know that they get all his benefit after 7 months? All his benefit gone. And now the family has to be responsible. That's very sad though. That's very sad. And then you say, I'm going to the government. The government say, welcome. What's your name, brother? Mayor. Emmanuel, God with us. Thank you for being here. The government says, welcome, welcome. But before we help you, let's check who you are really quick. And then they ask your social. Does anybody have a social? Yes. They put your social in the system and they see everything about you. They say, hey, Emmanuel, now you're making 6 figures all this year. Where have you been keeping that money? Send it back home. Can you call so they can send you somebody? Because the government cannot have someone who has been making 6 figures. Woo! Hey, we saw that your 401k have 25,000. You see that? Can you go use it first? Before we can help you. Oh, so you are the government, you can help everybody. No! Government only help people who are very poor. And because you have 25,000 right now, you are not very poor to us. Wow. I saw that you live in a house that is very, it's a very wealthy environment. Can you downsize and go to a small 2-bedroom before we can help you? I saw you have 2 cars. Sell one of those cars and sell the Lexus that is very expensive. Stay with a small Toyota 99 Toyota Corolla. And then you come back. Then we can help you. That's the government though. If you don't believe it, that's fine too. But I'm telling you what is going on with somebody I know right now. Here's my question. It might sound funny though. But what will you do in that situation? Let me ask you that. Well, Emmanuel, people see you. What will you do? Very tough question. Thank you. We can laugh about it, but it's a serious issue. Most people never have an answer because some say it's not going to happen to me. I have faith until it happens to them. There was a pastor in 2019. I don't know if I have this flyer on me, I'm not sure. I spoke to him, I said, maybe this is not going to happen to me, this is not for us. And then 2 years after, he was diagnosed. He was diagnosed of cancer. And there was something called GoFundMe going around. So, the government is going to look back for 5 years and check who you are for 5 years. Is somebody listening? I want to speak into your mind. I want to speak into your heart. Don't leave here without understanding what I just said. Ask me, I'm going to be here. Ask me or ask anybody. If you are here and this is your situation, God forbid you. But what if this was your situation? Your company cannot help you. The government that we all pay social security and taxes cannot help us. What will you do? Which account is going to provide you money to help your situation? Life insurance as annuities. Ask yourself, do you have it and do you have the right time? Do you have it? You have the right time. As I wrap up here, a lot of people do not understand. Is somebody listening? I need your attention for a second. I'd like to touch the most important point. Sometimes we might joke about this. I didn't know this until I started doing this. I didn't know it. But as I look at people who look like me, I say, what if they are in my situation and they don't know it? What if something happens? Does anybody know what's called probate? Have you heard about probate before, for example? No, he has not heard. How about you, sir? No. Wow. Gibson, how about you? Have you heard about probate before? No. Thank you. Most of the time I ask this question in my seminars, 9 out of 10 says no. And there's no lie there. I didn't know it. For 9 years, I didn't know it. Probate is going to happen whether you know it or you don't know it. Is that a yes? There is something called financial ignorance. If you don't know it, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So, the final rule that I'm going to share with you is about the knowledge of probate. It's better to be aware. Ignorance costs a lot of money. So probate is the process that will happen after somebody's death. Nobody wants to die, but everybody wants to go to heaven. Yes? Someday, if something happens to somebody, the government step in and take charge of your finances, take charge of your assets, take charge of your assets, take charge of everything you have. That is very sad. Whether you have a will or not. Whether you have a will or not. Here's my question. All your accounts are blocked. All your accounts will be blocked. Starting from your bank account. Nobody will access after 24 hours of your life. No one will access. Starting from your bank account. Stock market. Everything blocked except 2 accounts. Except 2 accounts. Life insurance and annuities. Everything else will be blocked. Everything else. So, what will happen? What will happen in this situation? How can they bury somebody if there's no money? You can't leave the person for more than 1 day, right, like that. You can put it in the mortuary or in the funeral home, but you still have to bury that person at some point. There is something you're going to do, most people are family that's called go for me. He said before, so I won't waste time on that. We want to defund that. We want to defund go for me. Our community is the most popular business. It's not for a birthday, it's not for a wedding. It's when somebody is sick or somebody passed away. You guys know these people? Yeah. You guys know these people? Yes. Some don't know these people. These are money makers. Stars, superstars, is that true? Yeah. When he passed away a few years ago, the government kept half of the money. Not only did he go to COVID and spend 3 years in COVID, his family struggling, his wife struggling, his parents struggling, the government kept half of it. The government can eat their own part out of this. They have to read for 8 million. I don't know about you, but why would I waste that money if I can protect it? Why would I waste that money if I can protect it? There's a lot of problems. We will teach you how to bypass that and make sure you can have a trust. You can have a good plan, like a life insurance, to take care of that. This guy probably didn't have that. As I got for more testimonials, this guy had a. Does anybody know this guy? He's called the cash aggregator. Cash aggregator worth over $10 million. But when he passed away, his family did what I call go from me. Why? How sad. How sad. What over 10 million and there was no good plan in place. Wow. That's not very good. Is that true? Sure. His family was begging for 50,000 to bury him. And they ended up with 8,000. 8,000 cannot pay the funeral home. Am I communicating to somebody? Yes. We don't want that to happen to our family. You guys there are many testimonies. You guys know all these superstars, some of you guys don't know. That's Prince. End up in GoFundMe as well. End up in the Public Cup. That's Michael Jackson. Anybody know Michael Jackson? Ended up in the GoFundMe because they had to go to the Public Cup. Guys, all these things happen and they can't have to take their own part. Does anybody know Bob Marley? Yeah. No will, no will. No will, and his family had to suffer in the Public Cup. What if there was a way we can avoid that? This is us. These are people that look like you and me. This guy came from Cameroon 6 months after he passed away. He came from Africa, from my country, walk on foot. Does anybody know what I mean? Walk on foot. And he struggle and came here, and then 6 months after, there was an accident, and then he died. And then they had to go for me to send it back. That's very sad, is that true? Yeah. What if there was a strategy in place, sending our brothers back home by contributing $20? What if they had a plan immediately they came? I don't know about you. But the wealthy guys understand what to do. They use life insurance not just for them, but to be able to take care of themselves. So if you are sitting right there and thinking about it, I want you to think about the importance of what we do. I want you to think about the importance of what we do. So if all these wealthy people can do it, I know you can do it too. Life insurance plays a bigger role in our community, not just for death, but for building wealth. So if they invited you here, and you are thinking, is it only for death? No. The bank is not going to die tomorrow, is that true? There is a question I'm going to ask the next second as I wrap up here, and it's a surprise to that. I know some are distracted, because some have to go to work tonight, I know. But if the banks can do this, you know why they do it. The banks do it not for them. The banks do it because they want to make sure they never lose their money. The banks do it because they want to make sure they income and interest. They want to do it because they want to avoid lawsuits. They want to do it because they want to avoid probate costs. They want to do it because they want to make sure they can access the money tax-free. Is everybody sitting there who don't like any of this on my screen right now? Yeah. Is somebody listening? Anybody don't like any of it on my screen right now? If your answer is yes, then something's wrong. The banks do it not for the purpose of debt or go for the issue, but to do all this. So as I wrap up here, think about it as you go home. Don't live 24 hours from today without having a plan, just like a bank. Be a bank for yourself. And Brother Emmanuel, be a bank for yourself.
Thank you.
And Sister Priscilla, be a bank for yourself. I don't know who invited you, but I know the person loves you so much to bring you to listen to the information like this. Yeah? The person loves you so much. Don't wait. We're going to help you create a plan and block it in the life insurance policy and block it in the trust. And your children are going to be beneficiaries of that. So that nobody can steal any of their money. Nobody. So it's not just about life insurance. It's about financial planning. It is very important. I want to end with this. It's very important because sometimes people say, no, it was about life insurance. No. Then you miss it. And then your time here was not valuable because you missed the most important statement. It's not about life insurance, it's about financial planning. That's why I came to Indiana to share with you guys. Because sometimes they miss it a lot. So all this knowledge we do, they are in books. You can go check it out. You can go read the books. There are books out there. All right? There are books out there. So don't delay. Don't delay because time is of an essence. Time is of an essence. You might not qualify if you delay. So if you don't have a good plan, do me a favor. Sit down with the person that invited you and say, hey, whatever that guy was preaching, whatever that guy was singing, I want to get into it. I want to understand it too. So I'm going to wrap up there and say do not delay because these are the things people delay and they never qualify. These are the things people delay and they never qualify. So wake up from sleep and sit down and get a plan today. There are plans that can be approved the same day. There are plans that can be approved the same day. Don't wait. Don't wait. Take action like this lady took action. Took action. And then this happened because she was able to get a policy. And her life is much better. A nurse who was not saving so much, a little bit, they got a policy. And guess what? Her family's life is much better. Wow. Somebody say wow. Wow. I hope one of what I said, got into your mind. And if that's the case, take action. Don't delay. Because time is of an essence. That's what I'm going to wrap up. And I hope somebody is going to take action. And as I wrap up here, I have 5 books to give out. 5. Whoever is going to take action, prosper.
These books are financial books knowledge that the banks are using. I bought these books and I said I'm going to give 5 people who will take action before they leave here today. Either join the business or take an action for a policy. They're going to get 5 these books right there. So thank you very much.
Stand to me. This is not just a name. This is ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Because a legacy just walked in the room.
Thank you so much. We are almost about to die. I have my spiritual father, Pastor Manuel, is right here. As you know, before we leave this place, he blessed us, right? But before we close, I'm going to invite everyone in our team, right? Everyone in our team, I'm going to call by name because we have some award that is here for people who got promoted. And after that, we're going to have photo sessions. And make sure, if you want to win a laptop, I have a laptop, and that laptop costs about $500. And I said that in the beginning, if you want to get that laptop, you have to join the business today. You have to make sure if you join to pass your state license within this month. And after that, that laptop is yours. Everything is right here. In our business, when we promise, when we say something, we make it happen. I have about $200 gift card. If you want to walk away with $200 right now, make sure you sign up. You sign up today, and when you sign up, you get your courses, and then the process can go, and if you win, you may win both. Gift card and laptop. But I'm going to call our champions. I'm going to invite Coach Abel to be here with me. I'm going to call all our champion who has a license. And some champion, they got promoted and they moved to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, before I want to invite our team, I want to recognize some of our champions travel from different states. They came to this event and they didn't come alone, they come with guests. And it's my pleasure to welcome the one and only. This lady, she joined the business. She hasn't even been in the business for months, or even for 4 months, 3 months. But she took this business very seriously. She was one of the top performers in the last 3 months. She has so many business partners. As I said, this opportunity is not about keeping it for yourself, about sharing. Please help me to welcome one of the powerful women from all the way Missouri. All the way from Missouri. And ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm marrying the Power Mindset team right here. Are we ready? Are we ready? Please help me to welcome the one and only champion, Odo, in the stage. This champion right here, she just joined the business. She has to offer 7 business partners, 7 people. 7 people. She joined the business and she's already doing it. Hey, and she's from all the way from Missouri. And she didn't come here alone. We want to thank you. We want to thank you. You are doing an amazing job. You are a leader. This is only the beginning. I want to tell you, thank you for taking this business seriously. And you are not alone. You see all the coaches right here. Just know that this business is something you can grow and share with others that you are doing. Myself, with Mama Oda, we are proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and I can't wait to come to Missouri. Thank you so much. We appreciate your congratulations again. This is a champion. When you see a champion, you know it's a champion. So I'm about to call somebody here who got promoted. I got people who took this business serious, right? And if you're a leader, you have to inspire and also help other people to get where you want to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to welcome the one and only who move to the next level. Precious God! I want you to stage! Stage, come on stage! Come on stage, come on stage! These are the people that are promoted. They got promoted to the next level. I want you to on stage. The next one. The next one. I'm calling. She's she will always be laughing. She's not, she be acting like my sister, but she's not. But she's more than a sister. She's a go-getter. She's a woman of actions. And I can't wait to celebrate this lady with everything she's doing. Please help me to welcome on stage here the one and only Olivia May. Congratulations, welcome on stage for ending your progression. As an associate, thank you for believing on me. And thank you for taking this business seriously. You are amazing. Thank you. Amazing champion, congratulations. Are we ready? Are we ready? Guys, I want to welcome. She joined our business not even too long ago. This lady, you know, last weekend we had a big event here, right? We had a big event here. And ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome the one and only Congratulations, congratulations. She's an amazing champion. She just joined our business, took this business seriously. She passed her business license. She did our business launch last weekend. We were here. I want to thank you for taking this business seriously. You're an amazing champion. This is the beginning. You are around successful leaders. I'm not the only one. You got all the coaches right here. And I wish you all the best. Please, as you are doing, keep it up because more is there to come. Congratulations. And I want to recognize another one. With everything she's doing, right? I would love to recognize she's in the military with everything she's doing. This lady, she will come here in the office and, Coach, are you in the office? After getting off from her job, and she's still gonna come. And guess what? Even though I'm tired, I'm just gonna be like, I'll see something here. Sometimes we close the office. Last weekend, me and her, we closed the office at 11 p.m. I came to the office at 8 in the morning, and I left at 11 p.m. And we both were there, only me and her. She's an amazing champion, and I believe in her so much. If I tell you how we met up, it would be, I don't know how to say it. But please, she's my general. She's my general. Help me to welcome my general. Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for everything that you are doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you guys ready? Okay, we're landing, right? We're landing. I want to recognize the one and the only. She joined this business after a couple months. She took it seriously and she became a marketing director. The marketing director is not a small contract level, it's a huge one. And this woman, she got so much to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys all ready to welcome the one and only, the woman of power? Are you guys ready? Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome champion Olga. Congratulations, champion. You already know. I wish you all the best. Keep it up. It's everything good. We all believe in you so much. You have the knowledge to do. You're an amazing leader. Keep up the rest going. Congratulations, you're that champion. That's a champion right there. She's so strong. That's a champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another one, and this one is going to be for the person who stayed beside me, and I want to thank her for everything she's been doing from today. or even from yesterday, from the beginning, you guys do not know the time and everything that me and I we went through. This lady, she was always there with me. Up and down, she was there. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to recognize the one and the only, my beautiful lady, my soulmate, the one, I don't even know what I'm going to say because I'm about to cry. Please welcome Miss Welcome, Thank you. Ladies, she believed in me when nobody else did. And I just want to let her know I'm ready to give her the entire world. Yes. So, we are ending, but I would love to call on stage this lady come from Orland, Missouri to join our business. And I want her to come on stage. She's the pastor wife. She took our business very seriously, and I cannot wait to see how much she's going to achieve in this business. She's so far. I don't even know you guys are not ready yet for the thing she's about to do. Please help me to welcome Miss Champion. When you see a champion, you know. When you see a champion, you know. Congratulations, champion. Are you guys ready to close? I'm about to invite this lady. She knows me from even Amazon. I remember when we used to work at Amazon Flex. She was talking a lot. When I started doing my business, she knew. And when I tell her about this opportunity, she was like, I have to take this business seriously. She's a mother. She's a powerful woman. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Sarah. He's a champion, he's a champion. You're amazing. We can't wait to celebrate you. I want to thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you so much for believing on me. As we know, we have the right to be together. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best as you always know. She's an amazing person. I know her since I was carrying boxes and stuff, you know. And then today, she's my business partner. So thank you so much, Sarah, for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys, but I would love to.
Okay, can you hear me? Now, we want to close. Who is ready to go home? Are you ready to go home? why we get today. That man that invite everybody here today. We're about to now invite him to say, because in shortest period of time, he came in business, he took the business seriously, and today you guys are here. And the same thing will happen to you. The difference between people that come in business and they fail, and those that come and they win, is what? Dedication, consistency, hard work. And this guy, he came in business and he made it happen. If you receive any award today, I want you to say, if you receive, if somebody didn't receive it, there is a medal or any award or come on the stage. If you receive something today, like a medal or award, just come on the stage. Come on the stage. Come on the stage. Come on the stage.
This is for the builders, the visionaries, the ones who refuse average. Introducing a man of faith, a man of strategy, a man of resolve.
Wow. Now we're about to invite someone very good, very powerful. He knows exactly what he's doing. He believes in this business, and that's why he took it seriously. And his name is Prosper Mugabe. Wow, sometimes it took people 2 years, 3 years to become an SFP in our business. Then it took people only 5 months. He's a champion, right? Keep it up, round of applause, right? Congratulations. And also, he was able to make some money. And now he earned a $50,000 bonus.
leadership. As a marketing director, you're a genius. Oh, for real? Okay. As a marketing director, you're a junior broker in the team. Right? A junior broker, and we can't wait to celebrate your assembly next month. Next month, actually. Yes. Yeah. So we saw the numbers, I see everything in the system, and I didn't even know how, but I saw the numbers, I was like, this is a champion. And I was informed your husband is sitting somewhere in this church. Please come on if you are this champion's husband. If you are this champion's husband, if you are this champion's husband, please come, please come. Yeah, we like to make sure we congratulate whatever the spouse is doing. Whatever the spouse is doing, whatever your wife is doing, she can't do it alone. There's no way one hand is going to wash itself. The other hand must help. So we appreciate you. What's your name, sir? Eric. Thank you so much for all you do. Right. I don't know whether you're licensed already, but I know maybe so. Okay, it's licensed. Congratulations. I like that. Oh, for real? I like that. So congratulations. He's a champion. He's a champion. So we appreciate you. Wife is a champion, of course you are too. So thank you for all you do. There is better things coming ahead. We're just getting started in this business. I'm working with an amazing person like this, who is the fastest in our team to the assembly. I see something about to happen in this Indiana, in the next 3 months. By convention, this number is going to multiply by 5. By 10. We want to make sure we can celebrate you guys in convention. And in convention, if you guys are not 50 there, that's not very good. So at least 50 champions from your team is going to be in convention. It's going to be a big deal. So I'm so very happy to get to meet most of you. I've seen some of you on Zoom, but my first time meeting. I will see you first. Congratulations. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much. Congratulations and prosper all you do. Man, you're a superstar. You're a superstar. I can't wait to celebrate the next milestone by next month. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach Brad.
Who has the building? But this photo needs to go far. So, give it to someone. Can you see everybody?
You probably have to.
I can hear anybody. I got you. All right, make sure you say finance.
This is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to invite someone here. But before I invite that person, I need a book. Tim, there is a book right here. There is a book right here
It's actually, it's 15, I think 20 something. If you are here and you came to support, because many of you came here because I invite you, and I want to acknowledge the fact that you leave everything that you was doing to come and support. Please, before you leave this event, we have books right now. This book only $15 to $20. 15 to, if you join the business today, I'll buy you 5 copies if you want. But I want Mama Olga the MD, from Mama Olga the MD to everyone in the team. I want you to get 1 copy before you leave this event. Amen. Make sure you scan the barcode, you send the money there to everybody. You get a copy, that means you pay, you get a copy. So please, champions, the book is right here. You just have to scan. And when you scan this book, people don't like to read. Please go read this book. Some people that write books, you don't know them. But you know our leader. He's the one who made it possible to be public. So please, before you leave, make sure you get a copy, because myself, I'm about to get 3. I'm not going to give you anything because it's going to be for myself. So, and before we finish, I would love to call our men of God to stay here to the end. I know he's a busy man, but I don't know. Yesterday I was going through a lot. I called him. We had a time together. I don't even know from where to start. A lot of the things that I'm seeing happening, this place right now, we own about 3 offices. 3 in this building. We had a time to pray in 2024, and he means a lot. He's a brother. He's a spiritual man for me. He's I don't know what to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite Pastor Emmanuel on stage to come and bless us tonight. I don't know if he has any comments, because I know he's a strong and a leader of one of the biggest church in Indiana. Wow. He's the principal pastor in one of the biggest church in Indiana. So, Pastor Emmanuel, thank you so much, Pastor. I want to thank you for staying until the end of the event. I'm not taking for granted that God bless you. Amen. I already know you are a man of faith, and I know God has so many things He's going to do for you. As you always bless us, and we also want you to know that we do care about you. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and thank you so much, especially for yesterday. And I want to thank you for that. So all I can say, thank you again for supporting me, and may God keep blessing you. So, I give it out to you for any comment before blessing us.
Wow, what an awesome time. Thank you to the leadership. Thank you for providing me prosper and to our leadership. This is awesome. This is what we need, the information. What you said, knowledge is power. Everyone needs to have the knowledge. Because the earth wanted to know that America was not built for we, the Africans. It was built for the American people. It's a system. So the system is built for them. We are just now catching up to the system. And the system is what we will educate on today. Life insurance, all these things. So thank you so much for coming to Indiana, putting the team together. And I pray that I'll be a part of what's happening and what's going on. Please, I know we've been celebrating, but I just want to give it up to the superstar, Brother Prosper. Just clap your hands and celebrate this young man. Yeah, he has expressed the grace of his life, and it's been a blessing to see how far God has brought him since I met him 2024, right? The church, we sat down, we said a lot of things. And what's amazing is that what we talked about those years when it was his lowest moment, and some of the things that was shared is actually what's taking place now. So I'm very amazed to see that. So Pastor, God bless you. You are indeed a superstar. So keep your light shining, keep your star shining. So a lot of people that are still waiting on you to impact their life beyond this distance. And so we are standing aside. Close us up. Father, we thank you for this wonderful occasion, this wonderful program you put together with my Father. Lord, I ask you, Lord, that you will bless each and every individual here as they spend this information, oh God, Father, that will be able to liberate families from whatever the enemy will try to put them in, from financial ignorance. Father, we ask the Lord that you will give us the courage to overcome fear and take a chance to financial freedom. Thank you for each and every leader. You continue to empower them as they empower other people as well. Your word said, oh God, Father, you give us the power to gain wealth. Indeed, you're giving us the steps today here to be able to obtain wealth through this information. I pray, oh God, as we receive this information, may we put it into action. May we take a step forward, oh God, Father. We thank you and we bless you for making this possible. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. All right, thank you so much, Pastor. I would love to thank all everybody